Welcome back, everyone. Divorce is often seen mainly as a money issue, especially when people expect a certain lifestyle or financial situation from their partner. But things can get messy when those expectations don't match reality. Let's break it down. Don't forget to subscribe.
You have 3 showings?
We have 3 showings this week, and we need someone to be there to let us in, minus the drama.
Wait a minute. Let me get something clear with you, Mel, because I really don't want this thing to escalate. And by no means am I taking this out on you, so don't let my passion and my voice be taken as me being confrontational with you. Wait a minute. I live here. There's no showing, Mel. I live here. That woman can't put my house up. I don't. There's got to be something in which she's got to have my permission to put the house up for sale. This is ridiculous.
Well, all I can tell you is maybe you should obtain an attorney, let them know what's going on, maybe put a stop on the sale. But for right now, the house is on the market, and we have 3 showings this week.
Mel, listen to me, and you know me. I do not like drama. I don't want to deal with nothing like this. But I live here, Mel. She's got to have my consent to put a house up for sale. That's impossible for her to just have the free reins to just make this decision solely by herself. It doesn't even add up, Mel.
Well, whether it adds up or not,
A showing? When is the showing, Mel?
Well, they are for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week.
Mel, you're telling me that there are going to be people coming to my house to buy it, and you're showing my house because this woman has put my house up for sale, and because I abandoned the relationship. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I abandoned the relationship. So what?
Some divorce cases can feel very unfair, depending on the situation and the legal support each person has. In certain cases, important shared assets like a family home may have to be sold, even when one person still feels strongly attached to it emotionally.
Yeah. I miss you.
Miss you?
Yeah. Ever go to LA?
I have a place there. It's probably.
What do you actually do?
You're gonna walk away from me now. I'm joking. That was the wrong way to go about me.
No, I'm saying it was so great to meet you.
You too. I don't actually do.
No, I don't judge that. I can get your money, do your thing. How about the party?
Oh, okay, so.
This can be a red flag for some relationships. Physical attraction on its own is rarely enough to build something stable. Problems can appear when there are issues with boundaries, attention-seeking behavior, or overall compatibility.
Was it your fault or theirs?
It was initially mutual, but then it became a situationship after we broke up, and then it ended up being his fault, but I broke up with him. He just didn't care enough. He didn't put in enough effort, and I told him what I needed from him, and he still wasn't giving me that. So I said, I'm not begging you for attention. I don't need this. I'm not chasing this. But I kind of felt bad because I think I really liked where he could go. And I think he felt the same with me. And I just had such high expectations of him. And then I would be annoyed when he didn't meet those expectations. But, he's his own person too. I can't put that on him and expect him to meet that. And I feel like a lot of people will judge you for keep on going back to the same person. But at the end of the day, you're going to keep on going back until you literally can't anymore.
So what would you say is the biggest thing you learned looking back at that?
You cannot change anyone, and you have to prioritize yourself 100%.
What advice would you give to others that are in a similar relationship to what you was in before?
I think the most important thing is see how you feel when you're around that person, because as soon as you're away from them, you'll probably romanticize them. You have to deep whether you just don't want to be alone, and if that's why you're with them. And at the end of the day, the only person you have to look after is yourself. So really put your needs first.
What is your name and where are you from?
My name's Mia.
In some situations, a person may later realize their expectations didn't match what was actually happening. Big decisions are sometimes made without full clarity, and only afterward do people fully understand the outcome, which can make things harder to deal with.
I'm here to ask the court for more spousal support. I think $100 a week extra would be fair with all the headaches he's given me and everything like that.
Why do you believe that's fair?
My wages have went down. I'm only working part-time now. He still gets those 2 raises every year.
I cannot grant you spousal maintenance just because he's made an increase from his wages.
Well,
when you all were divorced and you receive half of his 401k, how much was that?
About $250,000.
Okay, well, you know what? I feel like you came here to waste my time because I cannot give you an increase in spousal maintenance just because you're asking for it. No, ma'am.
25?
Even $5. The answer is no.
At Crenahigh, Part 7. In situations like this, Staying in the relationship might have meant sharing in future financial growth and stability. But once the relationship ends, both people usually move in different directions. Every choice comes with trade-offs and consequences. The question then becomes, who usually ends the relationship, you or the other person?
Not of all the relationships that you've had, do you end the relationship or does the guy?
I've ended every single relationship.
What about you?
I've also ended every single relationship.
How many relationships have you been in?
3.
What about you?
3.
What about you?
Mostly me.
How many relationships have you been in?
4 or 5.
What about you?
I've ended them all, I think like 5. I've ended them all and I've only been in 2.
What about you?
5 or 6, and only once has somebody else ended the relationship.
What about you?
75% me. 8 or 9 relationships. 4 relationships and I've ended all of them. Ended all 3.
Whoa. So hold on. A typical complaint I hear from women is, why are men so commitment phobic? Why are men scared of commitment? Why don't men want to get married? All of you, it's almost unanimous, have ended all of your relationships. Once you get commitment, you overwhelmingly...
From this point of view, it can raise some questions. If only a small number of relationships ended because the other person walked away, some people might see that as a sign of ongoing commitment issues or a repeating pattern on one side.
Left. He didn't even eat. He left because I had said something that triggered him.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, I didn't even say nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was a big deal because that's how people talk to me my whole life. So after that, I had called him. We broke up that night. I called him. He was like, well, yeah, I can't be with anybody that did this. Girl cried. I had to say, however, whatever you need to change in me, do it now because I want to be the person for him. Like, I don't want people to call me aggressive.
Many people are curious about what was actually said in that moment, because when someone immediately walks away, it often suggests the conversation became very serious. Still, the key point is that people should protect their own boundaries and step away when they feel disrespected or uncomfortable.
Mostly women are leaving marriages and not men. Mostly women. At the college level, it's almost all women. Then men are the exception because women are initiating 90% of the time. And then if we break those stats down along religiosity, we might come up with some different numbers. But yes, it's mostly women breaking up the home. And yes,
That's not men's fault.
well, because we can ask these women why the divorce happened, and we can look at court documents for the reasons that they put for the divorce, and we can run different polls where we're talking to them, and what we find is the same thing that was pulled up the other night here on Whatever. He was a perfect guy. I just got fucking sick of him. I don't like him anymore. There was no abuse. He didn't do anything wrong. I just don't fucking like him.
Is she not entitled to make that choice if she doesn't like her husband anymore?
I think that if you put your own self's entitlement above that of your children, in order to have access to their father in a two-parent household, you're setting them up for...
It naturally leads to questions about why some relationships turn unstable or full of conflict. People have different opinions on this. Some believe it comes from changing financial independence and new expectations in relationships, while others think certain personalities are more attracted to emotional ups and downs or drama. In most cases, though, relationship problems come from a mix of communication issues, compatibility, expectations, and the behavior of both partners.
This. Why do I got a bank statement in the mail with an account that I don't know nothing about?
First of all, don't come in here yelling at me about no account. I have an account to make sure I'm good. That's why the account is there.
Why are you taking money out of account while I don't know?
You are my husband. I have to make sure I'm good. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out of account that I worked hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family? You want...
This is working for you. This ain't working for us.
It is. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm a woman. If you were to leave me, I need to be okay. What is the problem?
You need to be okay. What's wrong with you? Listen, check this out. At the end of the day, you can account that I work hard and struggling.
I have to make sure I'm good. I can't. I'm not about to argue with you about money.
You are self-intelligent.
No, I'm not. Everything I've done for us, are you serious? You mad because I'm putting
everything you've done for who? Everything you've done for me, I'm the one working. I'm the one putting in the time.
You cannot be for real right now, Keith. Everything I do for us, and you're mad that I put a little money to the side for me?
Everything you do for us. Everything you do can be a statement. This is just, I'm gonna tell you, man.
What are you gonna do about it?
What am I gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it?
What do about it?
I don't care about this right now.
You know what I need to do with you? You know what I need to do with you? I need to account and stop sharing you. Cause that's the reason that's how you able to go in my find my words and take the money.
Do what you gotta do. I don't care about it. I'm so serious. I'm not about to argue with you about no money.
About no money?
No, I'm not arguing.
It's just money to you, right? $22,000 is just a little bit of money to you, huh? I gotta go and work for that money, but it's just a little bit to you, huh?
I'm not about to argue with you about it. Like I said, if you were to break up today, then what am I supposed to do?
And we was to,
I have to have something.
if we was to break up today, you would be A-okay, my friend, because you spent selling money for I don't know how long.
It's gonna make me okay.
$22,000 not gonna make you okay. Some people don't make that in a whole year at their job.
What do they need to get a job? Who can live off of 22? You acting like I stole $100,000. Come on.
Acting like you stole $100,000.
That's put a little bit to the side in my own account.
Why have you been taking money from my account and putting it in yours without me knowing? $22,000 is a lot of money to be missing. You live in a nice house. I pay all the bills for you. I go to work every day for you, for the family, for the kids.
Don't argue with me about the money when that was our agreement. That was our agreement. Now, you mad about me putting money to the side. I'm not giving it up, so I don't care.
When I
What do you want? Like, you can do what you need to do, but I don't care. I'm not, yes.
agreement?
Yes.
It was agreement for you to take money out of my account to me not know? When was that agreement made? Because I don't know. I wasn't there.
For the money, so I put it in my account.
Yeah, baby, you should be asking.
It's ours.
It's ours when we make something together. That's when something is ours. When two people make something together, then it's theirs. If one person provides the whole situation, it's not an our situation, baby. It's a my situation.
So you're mad
and you
that
stealing from me because I didn't give it to you.
Stealing.
You
shared an account, and I made an extra account, and I moved money to my own account, so I would be straight.
You something else. I'm gonna tell you that.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
You something else.
No.
When financial security is a worry, many would say the best long-term approach is to build your own income and stability. Having your own money and being independent often gives a stronger sense of control and security than depending on someone else.
Hours a week now.
That just happened recently. That was
Well, what was happening?
I was working 40 hours. I started school to be a
That's right. So what are you doing in school?
Marriage and family therapy.
There's good money there. And of what values will you be teaching those marriage values?
I mean, I'm not teaching any values because
In therapy.
No, a therapist has their own values. Yes, you.
Okay, so what hits your account right now?
So right now it's $1,700, but usually it's around.
Okay, may I just ask? If a man and a woman comes in and a man has hit his wife because she spoke up to him, what will you say in therapy?
Dang,
that's an interesting scenario.
I mean,
it certainly is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would definitely make sure she's safe and provide her resources and whatnot. No, that's not a good situation to be in. But if the client is saying that she wants to make it work, my job is just to help them work that through. The client is the relationship.
Okay, so what price of homes are we looking at today?
Between, I think, 650 and 750. It's like kind of the range of what we've been looking at. We were pre-approved for more, but that's kind of.
It can be confusing when financial expectations in a relationship don't seem to line up, even when both people are earning. Couples sometimes disagree on who should cover certain expenses or luxury choices. In the end, financial independence is valuable, but open and honest communication about money and shared responsibilities is just as important.
My husband was previously married and has been divorced for about a decade. His kids live with their mother nearby, like 20 minutes away. Initially, she showed some pretty petty behavior, but nothing major. She's very entitled and judgmental. She often made snide remarks about me working too much, etc. She would make contrasting statements about me and my husband's marriage compared to hers, to the point where one day I told her that her relationship with my husband was over and she needed to move on. My husband backed me up and she stopped her ways. I honestly don't think she is over him, but that has nothing to do with me. She's unemployed since getting fired 15 years ago and relies on her kids to get more time and money from my husband. she's been unwell lately, not maintaining her health effectively, and have been using her condition to collect sympathy points from my husband, asking him to be there at doctor appointments, of course to watch the kids while she's there, asking him for rides constantly because she doesn't feel safe driving. She's always wanted to tag along when we take the kids out. She has a boyfriend, by the way. Lately, she's been suggesting to my husband that she isn't well enough to take care of her children. Right now, they have...
From that point of view, some viewers may see the main concern as a lack of long-term financial independence, especially after being unemployed for several years. Situations like this can easily lead to serious disagreements about money, living arrangements, and ongoing responsibilities after a relationship ends. On top of that, conflicts involving shared property and new partners are often both legally and emotionally complex, which is why they can become so intense.
In February 2016, he started drinking and getting violent. I filed a restraining order and he was removed from the house. That's what you wrote. Do you want me to show you?
That was then, Your Honor. Okay. That was then. And then he came back into the house.
I want to know, is that the truth or a mistake or a lie that in February 2016, you filed a restraining order against him and got him removed from the house? That's my question.
Yes, ma'am, that is.
Then I want to see the allegations that you made in February of 2016 to get Mr. Gustafson removed from his own house. And I also would like to see any of the medical records or supporting documents that you had to get him removed from his own house. While she's looking for those, Mr. Gustafson, who paid the mortgage on the house for the 10 months that she was living there?
I did.
Who paid the taxes for the 10 months that she was living there?
I did.
I'm waiting. February 2016. I want to see the allegations. Now, do you see why I put your son out?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's have it.
I'm looking. That wasn't. I don't have that one.
Carefully.
Yes, ma'am.
I take people who file charges of domestic violence very seriously because domestic violence, whether it's perpetrated against a man or a woman, is an atrocious thing to have to live with. I don't like when somebody circumvents the process by filing a restraining order when there is no basis for it in order to get a leg up in what isn't even a matrimonial action because the two of you aren't married. Now, let's see if you don't have a copy of that. I'm not interested in the other restraining order. Pay careful attention. How long was he out of the house starting in February 2016? And the answer is you didn't make payments on the mortgage or the taxes. You have an excuse, but you and your kid lived there rent-free, mortgage-free in his house based upon a restraining order that you don't have. How did I know you either wouldn't have it or would be a whole lot of baloney?
My lawyer quit. You won. I have that in all in text messages.
Right. My lawyer quit. You outlasted him. You were able to pay a lawyer. You were able to keep this thing going in the courts. He had no more money to pay the lawyer. You weren't paying the mortgage. He was. Okay. So he said, you won. I got exactly what you did. Precisely what you did. So you said what?
Your Honor.
So you said what?
I said, well, let's make a deal then.
Good. Let's make a deal. I want you to tell me what deal you wanted to make with him for his own house.
I wanted to buy the house from him.
How much?
For the $206,000 plus any money that he put into it. It was arranged with our lawyers in the documents I have.
Okay. And you were prepared to pay him that and get another mortgage on your $20,000 a year income. And there are 1,000 banks after 2008 who are going to give you a mortgage on a $206,000.
At this stage, some people may feel she was strongly focused on keeping the house and pushing for the outcome she wanted. From an outside perspective, it can look like a one-sided disagreement about property and priorities. In cases like this, emotions are usually very strong, and each person often sees the situation in a completely different way.
I leave my house.
Woman, is that right?
That's it.
My husband and I live in the house that he's giving to you.
This is the first time all of us are hearing this.
Do you know how much debt that he's in, that we were in? And you've got a house.
So
you've got a house that I live in.
You want to do this later? Make it about you again.
They are a little bit upset.
You can leave.
Stop. Please just stop and let him finish.
I don't know why we're here. I'm here to read out the will. Yeah.
So what happens
So you just
now after he's out?
What happens now is you shut your mouth and let him finish.
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, but where do I go now with my children, his children?
Stop speaking to my daughter like that.
Acting like you don't know me. You're acting like you don't come out to my house every week. I've been left with
You're not
debt.
I've
been left with
Guys, come on.
I've been left without a son, so stop being disrespectful. Yeah, why do you think I feel when everyone's arguing around about his stuff now? I'd rather have my son back.
The wife is furious about how the will is being divided.
They'll let him finish. Look, he's nothing in his mind. You're not getting kicked out. Been rented off for us.
Rent my house off.
It's technically my house now, isn't it?
Right, okay, amazing. This is why I mentioned it now, because you're so sour, both of you.
Well, section 4.
You're disgusting.
Section 4. I give the gratitude of my estate. That's everything else I own at the time of my death to Amy Mansley.
There you go. It's fine then.
She's not happy with what she's been left in the will.
You're basically getting everything.
You've got the finances and the wedding ring.
Yeah, great. A wedding ring from Argos, amazing. A £600 wedding ring.
You are. You didn't see.
Yeah, you are. Grateful.
You know, you're not getting kicked out of the house. Nothing's going to happen to you and the kids. We've already made.
You have been left my house.
She responds very emotionally here, which some may interpret as anger. In family disputes like this, feelings can rise quickly because housing, safety, and financial stability are all at stake. Depending on their perspective, different people may see the same reaction in very different ways.
Do a breakup over money, and I want to figure out how to heal from it and move forward.
Oh, what happened?
He is a very anti-debt person. I have a lot of debt. I have student loan debt and credit card debt. I put everything on hold after my dad died a number of years ago, and I was taking care of the family for a long time. I was 19 when that happened and just sort of got into a lot of debt afterwards.
Yeah.
So money is like very emotional for me because I don't have a good relationship with it and my family doesn't. And so when it came time to start going through the finances, it didn't go well.
So he panicked. Did he panic around the amount of debt there is, or your current way of seeing money and how you deal with money?
It was the behavior and my relationship with it.
Yes.
You asked, how do I heal? Well,
Yes.
learn from what broke and rebuild trust in yourself, and then create the habits and become the person that you want to be, the person who changes your family tree and actually gets out of debt and doesn't use it anymore. And so this just might be one of those fork in the roads where you look back and go, man, that was a pivotal time in my life. But now you know, and you can.
From his point of view, it seems like he believed his decision was reasonable. In situations like this, people sometimes choose to step back from a relationship if they feel that expectations or responsibilities are not being met.
Yeah, for sure.
Not take my girl.
Nah. It's all you. She looks loyal, man. She looks loyal.
I'm not.
Oh, never mind. Am I supposed to be touching you?
It's fine.
Okay.
Do you care?
Don't take my girl.
You can if you want.
Oh.
Please don't loyalty test. Is your mic on?
What?
Green.
No, that means it's off.
No, it's
You muted on there?
Never mind.
Why?
Nothing.
What are you about to say?
Nothing.
You can be honest.
No, nothing.
Here, just type it. Oh, okay.
Is that
Okay.
fine? Do you live out here?
Yeah. Oh, and you know what's so? She said, "Is the mic on?" I tried lying. I said, "No, why?" She said, "I'm trying to say something," and I was like, just type it out." She was like, "Okay, I'm gonna type it out here," and it was my number in front of him. That, if anything, that made me more reasons.
From an outside view, this kind of situation can raise questions about boundaries and trust in a relationship. For some people, behavior in public is often seen as an indicator of how someone might handle respect and trust in private life. Although these assumptions are not always accurate.
Tonight.
Just walking around.
I just want to tell you that you look cute.
Thank you.
You want to go do something later?
It depends.
Listen, we got some good stuff lined up. Got a table at the club, so why don't I grab your number and we'll run it up later, all right? Here you go. All right, let you up. Take care. Oh.
Some viewers may read the situation differently, especially when contact details are exchanged quickly in social settings. But intentions are not always obvious, and people may behave this way for many different reasons.
Because he's hot and he has money.
Does money make a difference when you pick a guy?
Yes.
Why?
Because you get stability. You cannot be with someone that doesn't know what to do, doesn't find the business. to provide the family food, the necessities. You cannot be with someone who doesn't know what does he want. He knows what he wants.
That's why you chose him.
Yes.
How much does someone have to make to hit your criteria?
It's not only about quantities, just to have someone he cares for you and he gave you everything that you need at home.
When you guys have an argument and you remember, he makes a lot of money, does that make it easier for you to stay with him?
Probably yes.
I love it. So you're saying that money sometimes makes it a lot easier in a relationship.
Money always makes things easier. I know it's not all about the money, but it absolutely makes.
She says it quite directly and without hesitation, which may seem blunt or even dismissive depending on how someone interprets it. Some may see financial expectations as a factor, while others may understand it differently based on the full context of the relationship.
That after you guys end things, suddenly she turns into a highlight reel, posting her outfits every night out, posting all her meals, like she's living her best life without you. If that actually starts to worry you, you need to relax, because that's not healing, she's just performing. Let me explain something that most guys don't realize. When a woman is truly over you, she goes quiet. Not because she's sad, but because she doesn't care. No posts, no stories, none of that "look what you lost" energy. The loudest ones are the ones trying to convince themselves that they made the right choice. She's trying to drown out that silence that's left behind by you with attention from other people. And she wouldn't admit it, but she's still watching you, your stories, what you're doing, who you're with. But she'll never let you see that. So don't fall for her act. Don't break your silence because you're scared that she moved on. If she's truly over you, she wouldn't need to prove it to the internet. Stay grounded, stay quiet, and let her wonder. That's when she'll realize who actually won. Come back.
After a breakup, some people feel that social media posts are sometimes used to show a certain image or to suggest that someone is doing well. Others see it more simply as a way for people to deal with emotions or move forward in their own way. In the end, online behavior after a relationship ends can mean different things depending on how it's viewed. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, leave a comment, and subscribe with notifications so you don't miss future content.